Hello, techies, and welcome to Lost and Found, a This Bed We Made story. Now, this is a standalone, DLC-ish style game. It's not exactly a standalone, a DLC. It is a standalone. Sorry, guys. It's 1 to 2 hours. We're only going to be covering the first hour. Playing the main game is recommended first, but it's optional. This is set on a ship, and we're going to be solving some mysteries. So let's hop on in and see what we got going on here. Well, playing This Bed We Made first is recommended. It's not obligatory. If you choose to start Lost and Found without having played the first game, story choices from Sophie's previous adventure will be made for you. Okay, I played the demo. I did not get to play the full game. I want to play the full game, but we'll deal with what we have here for the moment.
So, this is your first time working on a ship?
Yes, but I've been on the water since I was a kid. I spent a lot of time on my grandfather's sailboat. It's kind of funny, actually. It was named Ariadne's Legacy, and now...
And now you're on the Orpheus. From one Greek myth to another, hmm?
Exactly.
Well, maybe it was fate that brought you here.
Yeah, maybe.
I see you've worked as a hotel maid before, so you shouldn't have too much trouble with the job. The main difference between a maid and a stewardess is that, on top of cleaning the passengers' cabins, you'll also have to bring them coffee, deliver telegrams, that kind of stuff.
I think I should be able to handle that.
I'm sure you will. So, do you have any questions before you start?
I was wondering, how in-depth should the cleaning be?
Well, the cabins should be thoroughly cleaned at the end of each trip. But during a trip, you just have to do the basic stuff. Make the bed, empty the garbage cans, the ashtrays. Perhaps clean a few stains here and there.
That sounds pretty straightforward.
Any other questions?
You talked about bringing coffee and delivering telegrams?
Yes. If a passenger asks you for tea or coffee, there are little stations throughout the ship where you can prepare it. If they want anything more complex, you can direct them to the lounge or the bar, depending on the hour. As for telegrams, the purser's desks usually takes care of them, but when they're busy, they may leave a pile of them for you to deliver.
All right, got it.
Is there anything else?
No, I think everything's quite clear. Thank you. I'm excited to be part of this crew.
And we're excited to have you, Miss Roy. On behalf of all of us, welcome aboard the Orpheus.
Yep, it's off. Really had to triple check, huh? I definitely got that from Mom. Caleb is practically scandalized when I told him I don't have a turntable of my own. Maybe I should save up for one. August already. Time really does fly.
That responds to attack on American units in North Vietnam. Okay, so here we have a time frame of what we're looking at. We're not reading that whole thing. Is there anything else? Harlem riots, a result of decades of pent-up tension. Okay.
It's so sweet of Gary to bring us leftovers from the restaurant. Can't imagine Bernard doing anything like that.
Cards.
Time to get to work? I should grab my keys from my locker. This machine probably eats up a huge chunk of Teresa's pay. Good thing I don't smoke. Aw, is this for me? Well, I guess I can take a little peek inside then. I don't think I've ever gotten so many birthday wishes. Teresa, Gary, Caleb, everyone.
Happy birthday, Sophie. I hope your day is as wonderful as you are, and that we get to keep you with us for many voyages to come. That's from Christine. Thanks for sitting and talking with me the other day. Your voice always calms me down. Happy birthday, Victoria. Happy birthday, Sophie. Still owe you for taking my shift last week. Thanks again. Salam. I believe that's how it's pronounced. Can't believe you've only been here a month. I already can't imagine life on the Orpheus without you. Like the older sister I never had, but don't tell my actual older sister, Teresa. Wishing you the best, happiest of birthdays. You're an inspiration and so selfless. Spend today doing all the things you enjoy. Alice. To my star pupil, Cito. Every day is brighter with you around. Sophie, what a gift it's been to have you join our little family here on the Orpheus. May your next turn around the sun be a bright one. Gary Hanlon. Got a birthday drink with your name on it the next time you're at the bar. Happy birthday.
I miss you guys. Paris was even more amazing than I thought it would be. And there's still so much I haven't seen. No, not yet.
Writing you to the bar at the old boar, Beth has asked me to inform you that she's just handed me a perfectly made gimlet and that her hair looks particularly good today. We both miss you very much. Beth is making me write that she misses you more. But we're so happy to see you thriving in your travels. After dreaming about seeing the world for so long, you're out there doing it. It's everything that you deserve, especially after the last 3 years. Take in every moment and regale us with details when you're here next in Montreal. Things here are carrying on. I'm proud of the safe haven rebellious subjects have become for strays and fellow travelers and other like-minded books alike. But keeping things covert is becoming more and more of a challenge. On Beth's side, she says the old boar is still struggling, though she used far more colorful language. We're both doing what we can to keep business up.
What I'd give to share a drink with you two at the bar right now. Caleb's been a great piano teacher, but it might take a while before I'm able to play this one. There you are.
Keys.
I'm good to go.
Andrew, back when we worked at Clarington together, where he was a concierge, we went from brief chats in the elevator to becoming genuine friends, and now I'd count him among my very best. For as long as I've known him, Andrew always been a warm and gentle soul, always ready for a bit of wisdom or a good book recommendation. He comes off a little unassuming, but he's always dependable in a pinch. A few years ago, Andrew opened up his own bookstore. Rebellious subjects. He's always had a fascination with books that were a bit more taboo, and soon like-minded readers came flocking. His store has grown beyond just a bookstore, becoming a haven for those who think against the grain, even though it wasn't planned. Andrew's risen to the occasion with it, helping others with his usual air of professionalism and kindness. I'm so impressed by him. He's really making a difference. Beth and I go all the way back to our days working at the Clarington together. She was the hotel's receptionist, dazzling everyone who walked through the doors with her glamour and scorching them with her wit. I loved passing by reception to share in some gossip with her, and soon enough we became friends, best friends even. After leaving the Clarington, Beth had the chance to pursue her dream of opening up her own bar, one that would cater to a clientele of her choosing. She took over an old pub in Montreal and has slowly been working on transforming it to fit her vision, and while she won't admit it, it's obvious that the whole process has been a hard one. Still, Beth is nothing if not relentless. I know she has it in her to make her dream a reality. Gary is the Orpheus's assistant hotel manager and my boss. As far as bosses go, Gary's a far cry from my previous one. He is patient, kind, and has an enthusiasm for his job that always comes through in his jovial attitude. I'm still not used to having such an easygoing boss. I spent days fretting over asking for time off ahead of our arrival in Paris, and I basically got a sentence into my prepared speech before Gary raised his hand and told me he'd be upset if I didn't go out and see the sights. He even directed me to his favorite place to get steak frites, for which my taste buds were very grateful. He's an all-around lovely man, and even if he can be a bit scattered or clumsy here and there, I'll take that over the fascists I used to work under any day. Caleb Leons. Can't say enough good things about Caleb. Talented, hardworking, thoughtful, handsome. He's by far the person I'm closest with here on the Orpheus. He's a gifted pianist who doesn't get nearly the credit I believe he deserves. Some might treat his performances like background noise, but every so often you catch someone staring glassy-eyed, enchanted by his music. I'm certainly guilty of that myself. After chatting with him after work one evening, he offered to give me piano lessons. How could I refuse? I've mastered Twinkle Twinkle, and now I'm working on the Mouse's Lullaby. Caleb says I have a knack for it, but I'd be lost without his guidance. Right. What a month it's been. I bought a new journal right before we shipped off, and I've been so busy I haven't had a chance to crack it open until now. Time to get back into the habit. I spent the last month working on the Orpheus, a luxury ocean liner. The work itself isn't anything new. There's something about cleaning and making beds that I'll never tire of. But being out on the open waters, traveling between continents, meeting people from all over, it's a dream, honestly. Still doesn't seem real some days. I can feel my horizons broadening with every day that I spend on the Orpheus. I'm even learning piano thanks to my friend Caleb. It's exactly the fresh start I needed. Everything back in Montreal, everything with Mom. It's time for a change of scenery. Oh, and finally, I got to go to Paris a couple weeks ago when the Orpheus was docked in France. Seeing the whole city from the top of the Eiffel Tower, spending hours pursuing the Louvre, feeling the powerful solemnity in the halls of the cathedral. It was everything I'd always imagined it'd be. I can't wait to go back and to visit every other place on my bucket list, which is growing by the day. In a couple of days, I'll turn 28. I didn't imagine I'd be spending my next birthday in the middle of the Atlantic. I know it's common to dread getting older. Mom certainly hated it, but I can't say I minded. I've never really known what to do on my birthdays, and I don't think anyone here even knows when it is, aside from Gary, maybe. Must be in my paperwork. So all I'm expecting is a normal, quiet day. Back when Mom was doing better, she and I had birthday festivities down to a tried-and-true formula. Take out from our favorite Chinese restaurant, Madame Lou's. Always ordered extra ginger chicken, a bottle of our favorite white wine, comfy pajamas, a night in watching comedy specials and sitcoms on TV. Usually interrupted by a call from Aunt Giselle, whose phone calls would sometimes go on so long I'd miss a whole episode of whatever was on. We didn't get to celebrate like that these last few years. It became less and less likely that Mom would even remember my birthday when it came around. So, as for this year, I'll have to think of a new way to include her in my festivities. Yeah, snoop around more. Snoop. But I don't think there's anything more to snoop in.
I don't remember Gracie Joan looking this dour at the awards show. She lit up the room, like she always does.
Okay. Yep.
Ah, Sophie, there you are.
Gary, Caleb, is everything all right? This looks serious.
It's not that big a deal.
Well, maybe not, but it's worrisome nonetheless.
What's going on?
We're in a bit of a predicament. Caleb?
I have this rosary. It's a gift from my mother.
Oh, the one you place on top of your piano whenever you play?
Yeah, that's the one. Last night at the end of my shift, I looked for the rosary, but it was gone.
I'm sorry, Caleb.
When he told me the story, I connected the dots with some other stories I've heard over the last few days. Staff members mentioning they'd overheard passengers talking about lost wallets and such. I'm afraid one of our passengers is a thief.
Do you have any suspicions as to who it could be?
I left the piano once to go to the bathroom. I was gone for a couple of minutes. Anyone could have grabbed the rosary during that time.
I talked to Janice, but it was a busy night at the bar, so she says she didn't see anything.
If you don't know who it is, what makes you think it's a passenger? Couldn't it be a staff member?
It's possible, of course, but we didn't hire anyone new in over a month. Since you joined us, actually. And the disappearances started 4 days ago, right when we left Italy. Although it's not out of the question that a staff member could have waited this long to start stealing. The timing suggests it's someone who only recently boarded the ship, so a passenger.
Yeah, that makes sense. You were looking for me, so I assume you wanted my help. What can I do?
Well, you see, I can't very well go around the ship interrogating passengers. I wouldn't accuse anyone, of course, but you and I both know our wealthy passengers aren't always the most sensible. I'm sure many of them would be deeply offended just to be considered suspects. It would create quite the scandal, and the cruise line would be on my back for all the bad publicity.
Yeah, I can see why you called it a predicament.
So I was thinking, you could take a more subtle approach. Today, as you clean the cabins, you could keep an eye out for Caleb's rosary. If you find it, as well as any other stolen item, you could return them to their rightful owners. That way, there would be no scandal. And at the next port, I could have a discreet talk with our thief and tell them never to set foot on the ship again.
Yes, I think I can do that.
Ah, Sophie, you're a lifesaver. Truly. Come see me when you have any news, all right?
Just for the record, this wasn't my idea.
Oh, I'm happy to help out. To be perfectly honest, it won't be my first time snooping around like this. It will be my first time doing it at the request of my boss, though.
I knew we had some sneaky little mice on board, but I didn't realize I was working so closely with one.
That's me. No mousetrap's been able to hold me yet.
Thank you, Sophie. I appreciate the help.
Your rosary, it's blue, isn't it?
Yeah, the beads are blue, or used to be. Half the paint's gone now. It's really old, and it's probably not even worth a penny, but I don't know.
Don't worry. If it's in one of these rooms, I'll find it.
Well, have fun snooping.
Teresa's great at cleaning after others, but not so much after herself.
How can you one before next race get rabbit foot or something? I don't care. Get back to the trap ASAP. Got it. Mr. Grant.
I better deliver this to Mr. Hudson's cabin.
Video 1. This is okay.
Ah, that's Teresa's lighter. She's probably fretting about it right now. I should leave it in her locker. Better keep an eye out for unused trays. Passengers have a bath. Come with me, towels. I'll find you a spot in the bathrooms. Don't worry, little cups. I'll bring you some more friends. Looks like nobody needs anything. For now. Now, let's find this thief.
Oh boy. That's more than I was looking for. Please tell me that's wine.
What the hell happened here? It's locked.
I get it, I really do, but at certain points you need to make the call. Do you really think it's still about just a temporary slump? You ask me, someone who knows you fairly well, I'd like to think. It's obvious that you've lost your taste for racing, and that it's time to move on, plain and simple. Don't draw this out like you do. Just tell Werner you're hanging up your jacket and move on to something else. Speaking of managers, Dominic's been in my ear about buying your Ferrari. I hope you'll consider it. He's always in a better mood for a few weeks after getting one of his shiny new toys. Think of it as a symbolic gesture. You sell your race car, close this chapter, and use whatever absurd sum of money he gives you to jump into your new passion. It's a win-win. I love how you've taken to Italy. It's enchanting, isn't it? Maybe we should think of about a summer house along the Riviera.
What is he keeping in that huge chest? Maybe I can find the key. Hi, little cup. Let's bring you back to your friends in the pantry. What is that? It's sealed tight. I don't think I'll be able to open it. I should arrange the pillows before I take care of the sheets. I should arrange the pillows before I take care of the sheets.
This trip has been... okay. Well, not really. I wanted to send this before I left, but I've been so busy. This trip has been more inspiring than I could ever have hoped for. Finally feel alive again, just like I did when I first started racing. You're right that I'll have to face Foreigner eventually, but I'd rather not do it now. I know he'll blow a fuse, and that would just ruin my mood. I lost a good luck charm a few days ago, so I told him I couldn't race until I found it. Glad for the excuse, but I do hope I find it before we get to port. I've had that thing since I was a child. Okay, so he's also lost things.
Got the key. Now let's see what's inside. So you're just making wine? Boxes of grapes. Mystery solved, I guess.
Let's put the key back.
Off to the laundry chute, my friend. So this is some kind of winemaking tool. No stolen objects here. Let's check another cabin. Teresa says she hears this bell in her nightmares, but I kinda like it. A coffee, please, stewardess.
I don't need anything, thank you.
I'll try circling back later. Don't worry, little cups. I'm sure I'll find more glass. Yep. Just 2 more days until the big 28. Better keep an eye out for unused trays. Passengers have a bad habit of leaving them lying around. Ugh, this has Bernard's touch all over it. I hope no one's tricked into staying in this money trap. It would be such a shame if this were to end up in the trash, where no one could see it. It's time for some good old-fashioned snooping. I should take a look around, like Gary suggested. What's this?
My dearest, Bruno, Michelle, the achievement, turning person, Bruno's always on working driven. But the business above everything is crossed out. Did his family proud by growing the business and achieving so much success, and incredible businessman, husband, and son. Would have been a wonderful father, his wife. Ooh, nope, screw that out. We return his body to the earth, scratch him to our family's hometown, so that he can rest forever among his family, so that his connection with our homeland can never be severed. He always.
These are never easy to write. Thank God Andrew read mine over, or it would have been gibberish.
Sorry, I'm going to be blunt, but I'm sure you would have written Donna or Elena if you wanted useless niceties. I always knew that it wasn't for the money. She never loved Bruno. Oh, she wasn't it for the money. She never loved Bruno, and now she must be downright giddy with the prospect of acquiring his fortune earlier than anticipated, I'm sure. Please, friend, you must contest the will as ruthlessly as you can. Do not let her get even a single penny. You'll never know a restful night's sleep again knowing she's out there spending Bruno's hard-earned money. She edged you out at the hospital and again when planning the funeral. Enough is enough. While you're at it, you should retrieve that beautiful Sicilian chest ASAP. It wouldn't even technically be stealing since it was a gift from you to Bruno. Trust me, if Bruno had seen the truth, this is what he would have wanted. Keep fighting.
It's been a while since I visited Mom. No stolen objects here. Let's check another cabin.
Hi. I'm still getting ready. Would you mind coming back later?
No problem.
Thank you. Actually, could I get a cup of tea?
Absolutely.
And a coffee too, please. With sugar.
Sure. I'll be right back.
Right.
Oh, looks like I've got a new telegram to deliver. Don't worry, little cups. I'll bring you some more friends. 1 tea for Mrs. Adams. That's it. Now, let's prepare Mr. Adam. Mom always added the sugar second. Let's deliver these drinks while they're hot. Where should I put your husband's coffee?
Oh, you can leave it here. I'm sure he'll be back soon. Say, do you know if that was Grant Hudson I saw in the bar last night? The racing driver?
Yes, that's quite possible. He's a passenger on the ship.
Wouldn't usually have recognized him. I'm not really into sports. But ever since he's been dating Sandy Bluth, I've seen a lot of him in my magazines.
They make a very cute couple.
They sure do. Sandy isn't here with him, is she?
I'm afraid not.
I haven't heard of any big race lately. I wonder what he was doing in Italy.
Actually, I think I know.
Really?
Please keep this between us. But he lost his passion for racing and got into winemaking.
Winemaking?
He's actually making a batch right here in his cabin. I got quite scared. For a moment, I thought it was blood.
Well, I guess it's never too late to find yourself a new passion. Thanks for that. The gossipers got nothing on you. Well, speaking of wine, I think I'll go to the lounge and get something a little stronger.
Will your husband be joining you there? I can bring his coffee if you'd like.
No, I am. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Thank you for the tea.
Aw, you two make an even cuter couple than Grant and Sandy. Sydney looks sweet here, unlike the scoundrel he played in The Wild Orchard. Ugh, Mom would fume whenever he was on screen. Hello there. I have a spot just for you in the pantry. I should take a look around. Like your... Come here, you. Destination, the pantry. Looks like a torn-up letter. Maybe I can find the other pieces around the room. I'm no expert, but this definitely smells fruity. Mom took so many pills, too. It was hard to keep count. I just need a few more pieces now.
Didn't see any.
Aha! Found you.
Alright.
I'm sure I can put these pieces back together.
I'm terribly sorry for your loss. It's an end. Adams, while we don't know each other, I did know your husband Ethan quite well. I'm debated sending this letter to you. This letter for years since the accident, but I couldn't find the courage until now. As Ethan's favorite saying goes, better late than never. Your husband kept a secret from much of the world, including you, regrettably. Though likely a negligible comfort at this point, you should know that he did intend to tell you, and I'd say was even on the cusp of it before he was taken from us so suddenly. Perhaps you already knew or suspected, which would allow me some relief. I realize that by sharing his secret I risk compounding your grief, but know that that's far from my intention. I simply believe the woman who loved him all those years deserves to know the truth. Ethan was a loving man, by all measure, but he saved his deepest expression of love for the men in his life. Terribly sorry for your loss.
Mrs. Adams. No stolen objects here. Let's check another cabin. There was a new telegram on my desk.
Oh,
I better get it delivered.
okay.
A telegram for Irene Santarelli. I should get it to her.
303. Where I hadn't gotten to be yet.
What is it? I said I didn't need anything.
Mrs. Santarelli, there's a telegram for you.
Thanks.
Nope. She left it.
A fur coat? In August? All black. I hope Mrs. Santarelli's neighbors don't mind the music she's been blasting. This is a suspicious look. It's locked. With a 5-letter combination. A fur coat? In August? I need a 5-letter word to unlock that chest. If I can't find anything in here, maybe I should look elsewhere.
Okay. Nope. It's not today.
Caleb's rosary. Gary had mentioned wallets going missing. I bet this is one of them.
What are you...
Mrs. Santarelli, wait, why did you steal all of this? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Are you all right? Is there anything I can do? Would you like something to drink, maybe?
Well, a black coffee would be nice, yes.
I'll be right back. Just give me a moment. I shouldn't leave Irene in that state for too long. I hope a warm cup of coffee helps. 1 coffee for Irene. Poor Irene. I hope a warm drink will soothe her, at least a bit.
Thank you.
Mrs. Santarelli, I don't want to get you in trouble. I just like to understand what happened. Please.
I'm afraid it's not a particularly cheerful story. Bruno, my husband, was diagnosed with cancer over a year ago. Terminal. Nothing to be done. The doctors told us he only had a few weeks left to live, but he's always been strong. He passed away only 3 weeks ago.
I'm sorry.
I took care of him for all those months. I wanted to be there, of course. I loved him, but it was so stressful. So draining. During that whole time, I barely went out. I had no social life, spoke to no one but nurses and doctors. The only time I could escape, just for a few minutes, was when he'd be resting and I'd flip through a gossip magazine. But after a while, even that wasn't enough.
So what did you do?
That's when I started having this impulse to steal. I didn't need any of the objects I stole. I barely registered what I was taking. But I just couldn't resist. I thought it would get better once Bruno was gone, but if anything, it only got worse. I mean, the stress of figuring out the succession, what to do with the house, this trip, and of course, my mother-in-law treating me like a criminal, contesting my husband's will.
What happened? Why would she do that?
She thinks I'm not grieving enough. But I've had over a year to prepare for Bruno's death, to grieve in advance. It's not my fault she decided to stick her head in the sand and refuse to face the inevitable. And now, because I don't spend every waking hour crying my eyes out, she thinks I never even loved him. She thinks I'm some kind of black widow who only married him for his money.
We all grieve at a different pace. It's a shame that your mother-in-law can't see that.
Yeah, well, if I had to be charitable, which I very rarely am, I'd say she's blinded by her own grief. Anyway, thank you for listening to me. And I'm sorry for all the trouble my little habit must have caused.
Is there no way to patch things up with your mother-in-law?
No, that ship sailed long ago. Things weren't exactly peachy before Bruno's death either. She resented me, blamed me for not bearing him a child. She accused me of cheating on him because I dared have coffee with another man. Oh no, I never stood a chance. She made up her mind about me the moment I stole her precious son from her.
I see what you mean. If you'd like having someone to talk to, I've noticed some similarities between you and another one of our passengers. Mrs. Adams, from room 307. She also lost her husband, and she seems quite the fan of celebrity gossip, too. I was thinking that maybe you two could keep each other company.
Oh, I don't know her.
I believe she's in the lounge right now, if you'd like to join her.
Thank you.
Is it okay with you if I return these 3 items? Their owners would probably like to get them back.
Yes, of course. There's one more, actually.
A spinning top.
I wanted to return them, but I've been nabbing things that were left lying around on tables and such. I have no idea who they belong to.
It's all right. I'll figure it out. Just, if you can, try to be more careful in the future, okay? If you can't resist the impulse, at least try to pay attention to whose things you're taking.
I will. Thank you.
Sophie.
Thank you, Sophie.
Now, let's get these items back to their rightful owners. Then I can give Caleb his rosary back. I managed to find the stolen objects without too much of a hassle. Now I should get them back to their owners' rooms.
Let's see. Here. Do I turn on what's see? So I'm not confused by that. Let's okay, let's see.
Another destination to cross off my bucket list. I wish we'd gotten a chance to go together, Mom. I've stopped and admired this painting too many times to count. I wonder who the artist is. I'm not claustrophobic, but setting foot in this elevator again might just do it. Yep, just 2 more days until the big 28. This is vacant. There's no point in snooping around an empty cabin. Did you take these from the pantry? I mean, they're free, but you don't have to tell Sophie Roy twice to do a bit of snooping.
That's
Mom was so scared she'd have to live through another war. Chez Letizia. Mom and I went for her birthday, years ago. One of the last times we ate out. You're never running out of olive oil, that's for sure. Oh, aren't these just the cutest? It's too bad they smell so burnt.
I think I have to over the part of brief. I hope you know that you're always welcome here. That we would all be delighted if you decide to come back for good. Especially little Stefano. I saw how quickly he grew attached. I understand you're not ready yet, but as Mom always said, family will always be there during times of hardship.
There's always something in the vent. It's locked. I guess it's good to have a backup. Or 20. it's locked. The key to that chest can't be far. I'm sure it's in here somewhere. There's at least $200 here. I bet you lost everything to the war. You must be terrified to lose it all again. Well, I managed to find the stolen objects without too much of a hassle. Now I should get them back to their owners' rooms.
Well, considering... Let's see here. Okay, let's see. Need the wallet. And Delacorte, I don't think that
That should be everything. Now all that's left is Caleb's rosary. He'll be done his shift soon. I can wait for him in the break room. It's time, Sophie. There you go, Teresa. I don't want to encourage your smoking, but I don't want you stressing out either. This must be Caleb with his mom and grandpa. They look so close-knit.
And we're rolling.
Should I start?
Yeah, let's go from the top. Just play like you normally would. I'll count you in. And a 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, not bad. I'm hearing an improvement.
You're too generous, Caleb. That was awful, and you know it.
You're too hard on yourself, Sophie. You're really getting the hang of it. Hell, you learn faster than most. Soon, our passengers will be begging for Sophie Roy on the keys, instead of that washed-up Caleb Lyons.
Has that been your goal all along? To find yourself an understudy?
Nah, I was thinking I'd squeeze you in next to me on my bench, and then we both play with one hand. Half the work. Oops. Let me switch this off. We don't want to listen to hours of us gabbing away.
Aw, Caleb. You didn't have to. I should put it back and pretend I never saw it. Mom hated when I found my presents too early. I should sit down for this.
Believe it or not, I woke up before dawn today. It's been so long since I sat out on the balcony in the quiet of the morning alone, unbothered, before even that creepy Mr. Belanger is awake. I can relax without him staring at me from the other balcony. I know you insist that he's harmless, but why would a man living alone hang out so many clues to try? They can't all be his. Anyway, I repelled the bird feeder, and a few curious robins joined me as I had my morning tea. I'd forgotten how calm the mind gets when you watch the sunrise. I feel like myself again. But I'm well aware that these moments go as quickly as they come. With my heart in the condition it's in, I don't want to take any chances, so I'm writing this out now, before the clouds return. I hope that if you're reading this, it provides you with comfort in the wake of my passing, or perhaps you got your hands on it beforehand. You've always been so good at finding my hiding spots. How many Decembers did I spend moving your Christmas gifts from one closet to the next, trying in vain to keep them out of your grasp? I know that I've been spending more and more of my days in a haze, and I know that I have often pretended that wasn't the case. But what mother wants to admit that she's become dependent on on her one and only daughter? I can still hear your grandmama's voice as she told your Aunt Giselle and me. I'm so lucky to have daughters who will take care of me when I'm old and gray. Oh, how I loathe the thought of such a life. I swore I'd never put that on my own children. However, life had other plans. So it goes. I confess, shamefully, that I now understand Grandmama's perspective. I can't help but feel incredibly lucky to have been in your care. That said, please know that I see the way you rub your eyes after a long workday, humoring me with your sweetness and patience. I hear you try to hide your disappointment as you find excuses to stay in with me instead of going out. I notice how you keep things from me, borrowing the newspaper, turning down the radio whenever there's talk of war. It's sweet, the way you go out of your way to protect me, but you must be so tired, Sophie. I can only hope that by this point you haven't lost too much time. My world has, regrettably, shrunk down to the walls of our apartment. Promise me you won't let yours shrink too, that you'll allow yourself to enjoy all that this life has to offer. A parent should never be what keeps their child from following their dreams. I'm afraid the guilt of having been that for you for so long will surely follow me into the next life. I'm deeply sorry. I realize that I've asked so much of you, and I have one more request. Please, don't choose to live out your life alone as I did. As happy as we were, me, you, Grandma, and Grandpa, I know you to have more love in your life, and you know what to do. You have so much love in your heart, Sophie. Don't be afraid to let someone receive it, as I have all these years. They'll be lucky beyond measure. Try and visit whenever you can. I've arranged it so that I'll be buried next to your grandma, not far from that beautiful red oak, if they haven't cut it down by then. I'll surely need updates on the goings on of Orson and Camilla and the rest of the Wild Orchard crew. I doubt I'll be getting channel 3 where I'm going.
Oh, hi, Caleb.
Hey, Sophie. I suppose you weren't able to find my rosary, huh?
Actually,
Oh. Thank you, Sophie. Really.
you're welcome.
I was resigning myself to the idea I'd never see it again. But here it is, back in my hands. You really turned my day around.
I know the thief had to be caught for everyone's sake, but honestly, you've always been here for me since I set foot on the Orpheus. I really didn't want to let you down, Caleb.
I should have known you wouldn't. I really can't thank you enough, Sophie. I mean, I know it's silly to care so much about something of so little value, but I really would have missed this.
I don't think it's silly. My mom died recently, and she left me this. She had it for so long, I can't remember her not wearing it. It's probably only worth a few dollars, but losing it would feel like losing a part of her, you know? You said the rosary was a gift from your mom. Did she pass away too?
Oh, no. She's still very much alive. It's, well, believe it or not, being a cruise ship musician wasn't exactly my career plan. I had other dreams, but things didn't work out. And I was so lost, so angry for years. Then my mom gave me this. It used to belong to my granddad. It reminded me, still reminds me every day, of the kind of man he was and the kind of man I aspired to be. It helped me find my faith again. My faith in God, sure, but more importantly in myself and in others. There are some pretty horrible people out there. Now I choose to focus on the good ones. Such as yourself, Sophie Roy.
You're quite all right yourself, Caleb Lyons. I couldn't have wished for a better piano teacher.
Why, thank you. Speaking of which, we're probably due for another lesson soon, don't you think?
Yes, it has been a while. I hope I haven't gotten too rusty.
Nonsense. I'm sure you'll pick up right where you left off.
Ah, Sophie. Come in. So I've heard you've solved our little mystery.
Yes, I did.
Well, tell me, who's the thief?
It's Irene Santarelli.
Bruno Santarelli's widow?
Please don't be too hard on her. She didn't mean to cause any trouble. Dealing with her husband's illness, then his death, it caused her a lot of stress. She's been getting this impulse to steal, but she told me she'd make sure it doesn't happen again.
I lost someone too. I know how hard it is to get over it. Don't worry. If Mrs. Santarelli says it won't happen again, then I see no need for any sort of punishment.
Thank you.
No, thank you, Sophie. I just spoke to Caleb. He was so happy to get his rosary back.
Yes. It sounds like it means quite a lot to him.
And he means quite a lot to me. He's a good guy who's been dealt a pretty shitty hand. I'm glad this story has a happy ending for him.
Me too.
Speaking of happy endings, tell me, how does Sophie Roy, head stewardess, sound to you?
Head stewardess? You mean...
The position's been vacant for quite some time. I was waiting for the right candidate, and I think I found her. You've handled our little predicament brilliantly. Everyone got their items back, there was no scandal. I didn't get yelled at by the cruise line. I really couldn't have hoped for a better outcome, and that's all thanks to you. So, what do you say?
Well, I'm not sure I'm qualified. I mean, I've never managed people before.
I know how you feel. I was pretty terrified the first time I had people looking up to me, waiting for me to guide them. I thought, how the hell can I tell them what to do when I don't even know what I'm doing? But the trick is to do it anyway, you know? And after a while, you realize you do actually know what you're doing.
Yeah, I guess that's true. All right, I'll do it.
Excellent. You'll do a wonderful job. I just know it.
Thank you. It's funny. I came to work on this ship just to get away from Montreal for a while, but now I'm thinking this is exactly what I needed all along.
She's way out of his league.
Oh, I agree. A soap opera actor? No. She deserves an A-lister.
I always thought there might be something between her and Elvis, but...
Oh, finally someone gets it. Everyone told me I was crazy.
Yes. Most of us embarked on this journey without really knowing where it would lead us. But I guess there's something about the ocean air that just makes everything clearer.
Yeah, there is. There really is.
guys, I didn't necessarily mean for this to be a one-go playthrough, but I guess it ended up like that, so yeah. This is a really nice way to kind of have the concept of the original game in a little side version of the game, just standoff story. We got little hints here and there, but nothing that clearly suggested what happened in the main game, so that you can actually still go back and play it. Either way, thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell icon to keep up to date on all the videos, and remember to free the feral wildflower in you. Bye-bye.
Sophie speaking.
Hey, Sophie.
Beth, are you okay?
It's all gone to shit. I think I'm done, Sophie. I hate to do this, but I need your help.